So TJ appears to be running game on SDW. But is it working? All the game they've been running now is catching up to them. Now they're really hungry. The Hunger Games are real for Jaguar and TJ. So she called SDW because she ran out of money. And she wants him to give her some money to get out of town. She ain't said alone. She said, I need for you to help me to get out of town. Like if he is her baby daddy. So he entertained her for a little bit. You know, he listened to what she had to say, just to feel her out, to see where she was coming from, to see how far she would go with the lying. So she was telling him yesterday, some people from Tennessee drop her message on their phone that they would help her out. If she comes down there, they were going to help her out. So she's telling Sean all this, but she's saying, I need money to get there. And he said, well, did you call the people to let them know you're coming? And she said, no, like a child would say it. So I knew she was running game. And then he said, well, call them back and call me and let me know what they said, and I'll see what I can do. And she was like, okay, Sean, thank you. And I said to myself, if you fell for that one, I can sell you a piece of the Brooklyn Bridge. And so a couple of minutes afterwards, she calls him back. And she said, well, you know, I wasn't able to contact them, but I'm going to get on the bus anyway and head down there to Tennessee. By the time I reach, I should be able to contact them. All I need is some money to get down there to Tennessee and get me get a bus ticket. So John everywhere said, okay, I'll see what I can do. Call the people first, though. Just let me know if you contact the people. Let me know what they say. She could not contact the people. Because how are you going to a strange state? You've never been there before. As far as I know, she's never been there before. And somebody promised you that you can stay at their house. You don't even have an address. You just got a telephone number and an email address. And you're going down there. You ain't even made an announcement to the people that you're coming. You ain't even speak with them. But you're going down there. So he said, check with these people first, girl, before you head down there. And I think he was going to help her if it was legit, because we know he's the mover, okay? He likes to move people around. We saw him move Mama Francis. We saw him move Sam Jr. And we saw him put Giovanni to rest. We saw him move Giovanni on that truck. He got a truck towed away and Giovanni's ashes were gone. Jaguar were not able to use the ashes anymore for her little rituals like smoking, rubbing the ashes on her face, and throwing it on people. So he's the great mover. So TJ knows this. That's why she came to him. She can't go to any of these other YouTube content creators to get help. So as it stands, she is now trying to get out of Texas, but she was listening on her little device, her little phone, as to what he's going to do after she gives him that news that, oh, I want to get out. I'm trying to contact these people. And as soon as I contact them, I'm going to contact you because I need the bus ticket out of here. Well, she's listening on her phone. We know this because she was able to run back exactly what he said. And she said, well, how are you going to throw me under the bus? Well, how are you going to do this? How are you going to? He said, listen, I didn't promise you X, Y, and Z. I just said check with these people to see if they are expecting you. And he told her, I didn't drag you under the bus. I didn't throw you under the bus and drag you in the mud. I could have done so based on what you're telling me, but I didn't do that. All I'm doing is giving my audience update as to what's going on. So now she's in her feelings. She cops an attitude like if he cares, like if he's her daddy. And she said, well, I'm leaving now. I just contacted this truck driver right here in Walmart. I'm at Walmart, and I was talking to this truck driver, and he heading down there to Tennessee in the same direction in which I'm heading, and I'm leaving. And I guess she was expecting Sean to say, well, that's so dangerous, girl. How can you do that? Okay, I'm going to send you the bus ticket. Don't go in the stranger's car. Don't go in that truck because he's a stranger. You don't know if he's the next Jeffrey Dahmer. He can hurt you, girl. He can hurt you. Don't do that. She was expecting him to say that. All Sean Davy said was, okay, girl. Okay. I said, your little plan backfired, TJ. Now what you gonna do, girl? What you gonna do? Bad girls. What you gonna do? What you gonna do, TJ? So a family friend calls me up and she said, I just looked at SDW and what's going on with TJ. And she believed, she said, what's she going to do? I said, no, what's she going to do? What's she going to do? She said she going in that truck and she going to turn the doorknob. That's what she going to do. She going to turn the doorknob and she going to get her money that way. And if she wants to get out of Dallas, she'll have the money to do so. I said, girl, you devious mind. You got a devious mind. You think she can do that? She said, well, she used to be on heroin. And when you're on heroin, you do anything to get your fix. So my friend honestly believed that's what she's going to do. And I said, oh, no, TJ, don't do that. I hope you're not going to do anything that's going to degrade you in that manner. But we're going to see by the morning if she's in Tennessee or if she's still in Dallas. We will see. So Sean Davy said that he didn't hear anything about Tennessee in our conversation. And he was running it through, all the things that he didn't hear. All he heard was money for food, Uber, and, all kinds of stuff that's local stuff. And, well, we already know what this is. This is a scam. This is a shakedown. This is this woman wanting probably another night stay in a hotel. Needs some money. And it's going to be day to day. It's going to be some story. Every single day is going to be a story. Every single day. Now, if she gets on this truck that she was promising to do, she can get on a truck to go to Tennessee. That's only out of desperation. That's only because she ran out of options. Not because she wasn't trying to shake him down, because if he don't help her, nobody else will, and she got to get out of the state of Texas to go to another state and do her little scamming. That's all this is.
What does that have to do with Tennessee? Not send me money so I can get a lift to the bus station or to the airport, or I didn't hear none of that. I didn't hear any of those things. So I was confused. I'm just like, well, it just sounds like you just want me to send you money. That's what it's giving. See, TJ, the difference between you and Mama Francis and Sam is that I believe Sam deserved to be rescued from that situation. I believe Mama Francis deserved to be rescued from that situation because they were innocents. You knew what you were getting into when you left your family to go and sleep with Jay Pope. You know what you were getting yourself into. You voluntarily walked into the circus entrance. So to me, you don't deserve an exit. I feel like this is the problem now, is that somebody's always coming through saving you. It's time for you to save yourself. It's time for you to be your own hero, literally. It's time for you to move on with your life. You have been lazy your whole life, begging your whole life. It's time for you to truly stand on your own too. This is what I mean by you're weak. Okay? I understand you've been
So SDW started to chastise her. Doing his little recap, he was saying that she was weak. It's time that she stand on her own 2 feet. All her life, people have been to the rescue trying to save her. And she needs to get on her own 2 feet. Stand up like a woman. Be your own woman. Pull up your big girl bloomers. I know a lot of you young people don't know nothing about bloomers. Back in the day when my grandmother was 98 years old at the time, she used to wear bloomers and petticoats. I know you young people don't know nothing about that. But anyway, let's get on with this story. Handle the situation. And so I think she was listening in as to what he had to say. Maybe she's laying right next to Jaguar saying, yeah, we got her, girl. We got him. We got him. He's going to send the money. Our troubles are over. Let me go down there and tell the manager of the hotel that we going to get some money to pay for one more night. Don't kick us out yet. Well, I guess she must have heard it because she called him right back. And she said, oh, you're going to try to throw me under the bus? You're talking bad about me? So she must have been listening if she heard the conversation instead of her packing to get out of the hotel. She's on her phone listening. But she did say she was down there at Walmart. But because she has done so much lying in the past, that I don't know if she's telling the truth, if she's at Walmart or in the hotel. But here's the thing, folks, and it's a lesson for all of us. When we go around telling untruths, and we're used to, let me call it for what it is, we're used to lying. We're used to hyperbole. Then when we really need help, people don't believe us because why? Because we've lied so many times to them in the past that you become unbelievable. And people don't want to help you when you really need the help. Now we see here where TJ really needs help. But a lot of people are very ambivalent because they're looking at her sideways. Do you really need help or is this another scam? So SDW began to paint this picture about Naisha, why he decided to help Naisha. Remember, he's the mover, okay? And so he had to move Naisha out of TJ's way in order for TJ to hit rock bottom so she can get the necessary help that she needs. Whether she wants to get help for herself or not, that's another question. But in order for Naisha to move forward with her life and not be so codependent on TJ, he had to move TJ out of the way. And he said he did that by equipping Naisha with the mindset that she don't need TJ. She can do it on her own. First, she needs a job. She said she changed her number and she got a new apartment. If TJ knew where Naisha's new apartment was, she was going to move right back in. And Naisha would have taken her back because they got that history, 11 years of living together. Because Naisha got a new apartment, TJ don't know where she's at. And Naisha is not going to tell her because she threw the kids under the bus. She allowed Jaguar, she did it indirectly, she allowed Jaguar to drag those kids' name in the mud. And so that's unforgivable in Naisha's world and in her mind. Any parent really wouldn't allow it. And so TJ can't go back home because there's no home to go back to. The place that they were living at, the last apartment, Naisha moved out. She moved into a new place. TJ don't have the address. So now TJ is between a rock and a hard place. No place to turn. Who does she turn to? SDW. She says Jaguar is trying to set her up with Tawana and her mama to say that she's the one who swatted the house. She can't go to Tawana to get shelter over there because apparently she's not welcome anymore. Because now Jaguar got the people believing that she's the one who done did it. I said, girl, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Bad girls, bad girls. What you gonna do? They're coming for you, girl. They're coming for you. Run for cover. And I think he was absolutely right in what he did. Not only that, I think she would have moved right back in with Naisha because that was her pattern. Anytime she got upset, she would leave. And she would go live with whoever she wants to live with. And when that relationship fizzled, she'd come right back. Remember, TJ said she only had 3 relationships. One that lasted 11 years when she was 17. Missy, her and Missy. And then she left Missy and she moved on to Naisha. Then she left Naisha and moved on to Jaguar. But guess what? They were the in-between relationships that she did not mention. How many of those relationships did she leave Naisha for and run off with these people? We knew of 2. But my point is, Naisha said she was in a habit of leaving and coming back. And when things did not work out with her and Jaguar, all the packing that we saw she was doing, all the weeks, how many times did she pack? In 2 months, Jaguar said at least 25 times. Well, all that packing, if she knew where Naisha was living at right now, she would have moved right back. She would have hopped on the Greyhound bus and she would have went back home. But because she don't know the address and Naisha is not giving it to her, she had to stay with Jaguar. For some reason, she don't like being alone. There's some people like that. There's some people who cannot function being by themselves. I got a brother like that. He's been married at least 8 times. He don't date, he just got married. Some people are like that. They cannot stand their own company. They don't know what it is to be by themselves. It drives them crazy. And she might be one of those people. She might be one of those people who got to be in a relationship. She said on her last live that the little time that she's got in this hotel is good because she got a chance to be by herself. That's only for a short period of time. She's only been in the hotel for about a week by herself. She's been with Jaguar the rest of the time. So what is she talking about? And now she's ready to what? Jump in a truck with a stranger and head out there to Tennessee instead of her trying to live on her own and be her own woman. She going to lay up in another family for the family to take care of her. I mean, it's unbelievable. So now I'm wondering what she's going to do for tonight now that he is not going to help her. Because when she hung up the phone, she was saying, "Oh, thank you, Sean." She was sure he was going to buy her a bus ticket. But now that she knows that he's not going to do that, I wonder what she's going to do. So a lot of people have suggested to TJ to go into a homeless shelter, for her to go into a homeless shelter. And I don't know why she doesn't pick up on that suggestion. Jaguar, we know, is not going to go because she's, she figure everybody owes her and she shouldn't go into those places. But yet she's, willing to go to prison, right, or jail. But TJ, I don't know her background in terms of if she's ever served time or she's been in a shelter before. So she can go back to a shelter and start her life over. It's not like if she's a stranger to being in a shelter. So I don't understand why she need this money to get down there to Tennessee. And nobody else can give her this money except for SDW. Because it's a scam. She's trying to get money out of this young man. Nobody else is going to fall for it. She saw how he got Mama Francis and Sam Jr. out, and she wants him to do the same for her. So here's the conversation that SDW and TJ had and her reasons for wanting him to help her out.
This is TJ. Okay. What's up? I was calling to see if you can help me. To get out of Dallas. To go where? I'm going to go to Tennessee. Like yesterday on my live, somebody offered me to go to Tennessee. I just need to get up out of here. She over there with Mom and Twan, and I think they're trying to set me up for all of that stuff. And I'm just ready to leave. Trying to set you up with where? With the police and all of that. Try to put that on me for that SWAT and stuff. Well, she said that you called, didn't she? Well, she said basically, low-key, that she had you call. That's not true. She called on her own? I don't know. Nobody called. We did not call. We were on live and then we were swatted. So I don't even know. And she keeps trying to pin it if nobody called. If somebody just randomly called, then there's no reason to even bring it up. I don't know. I really don't understand what's going on. I'm just ready to go. I don't want to be in no more of this mess. Did you talk to the person in Tennessee? No, not yet. But I'm going to call them or reach out this morning. They gave me their number, but I have to get up out of this room. We'll call them and see what they say about you getting there, because there's no point in getting you there, You can't be there, so make sure you can be there and get that stuff together and then call me back. Okay. All right.
So he said, call me back. He never promised her a bus ticket or nothing. So Sean Levy said the person who should be helping TJ is Jaguar because she put her name down on the bond to get her out of jail. But guess what? You can only help someone if you help yourself. Jaguar can't even help herself, so how's she going to help TJ? She don't have no money. She out of money. That's why she held on to TJ's card. Maxed out the card. The card is overdraft, $59. It's all alleged, but I think Jaguar did it. Now TJ is completely out of money. She cannot help TJ because she can't even help herself. Now, she's supposed to be, according to TJ, she's supposed to be at Tawana's house, bad-mouthing her and saying that she's the one who got them swatted. The cops came over there, and now she's blaming, allegedly, she's going to blame TJ for it. What I believe is that she's using that as a bargaining chip. She's going to say, listen, I'm going to tell you who swatted the house if I can stay here for a couple of nights until I get myself together. That's why she's over there, really, to beg for lodging, because she out of money. She can't afford a hotel. That's what I believe. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. And of course, this is all alleged. So I'm just giving a different perspective to what's going on here. And every content creator who covers this story is going to give a different perspective. But that's what I see. Guys, as you come onto the page, don't forget to hit the like. Hit the like, hit the like, hit the like. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so as yet. So SDW got this new thing now. I notice. Every time he wants to put out a story on Jaguar, he says, my moderator stole me. My moderator stole me this. My moderator stole me that. But he ain't calling no names, no dates, no proof, nothing. Just allegedly my moderator stole me this. So that seems to be his new claim to fame now. You know, every time he says something, instead of showing proof, he says the moderator said it. Because they're in the bushes in J Polar, I shouldn't say J Polar, but in Jaguar's live, and they bring back the tea to him because he don't be looking at her. I said, please, you guys are so messy. If you want to allegedly say something, just say it, but don't say my moderator told me this, my moderator told me that. I said, well, that's one way of putting out a hypothesis. You guys remember when Jaguar said none of these people would have been known on the internet if it wasn't for her? And we know that we wouldn't have known anything about TJ if it wasn't for Jaguar, nor Naisha. And we also know that Jaguar wants to get back into SDW good graces. She wants to be his friend again. This is why she calls him so often, although he cussed her out and told her not to call. Up to yesterday, he said she called him. And so, I think she might be a little jealous because SDW would talk to TJ and not her. And TJ is supposed to be the nobody. Nobody would have known about you if it wasn't for me. But yet, he preferred to talk to TJ than her. That has got to build up some type of resentment in her mind. And also, he's making it a point to help Naisha. She's got to be pissed about that. That's why she cusses her out so much. So I think part of her coming hard at TJ is because of that also.
Get out of Dallas. To go where? I'm gonna go to Tennessee. Like yesterday on my live, somebody offered me to go to Tennessee. I just need to get up out of here. She over there with Mom and Twan, and I think they're trying to set me up for all of that stuff.
So TJ is telling Sean Davy Way that Jaguar is over there lying on her about the swatting, saying that she called the cops. And now TJ sounds afraid, as though she got to get out of town before she gets arrested. That's what it appears like to me, that she's scared. SDW was trying to reassure her that there's no reason to be afraid, girl. If you ain't done nothing, why are you running? There's no reason to be afraid. But what he doesn't understand is that she got to come up with a story to get money for the next hotel stay. So she's got to come good with it. And this sounds plausible to me. You know, a lot of people would believe it.
Letting you know I'm live. Just so you know, you want me to call you back?
So this is a second phone call. Presumably, she's at Walmart now and not in a hotel room. But I picked up in this particular dialogue between her and him that he has a soft spot in his heart for her. Although he cusses her out from time to time, I pick up that soft spot because he let her know that he was on the live. It's not a private call. To make her be aware to watch what you say. He was pretty much telling her, be careful with what you say because everybody can hear you. If you do not care about a person, you wouldn't let them know that. You would just let them talk for everybody to hear whatever it was you were saying. So that tells me he's got a little soft spot in his heart for her, although he's not admitting it. Either that or he realized that this woman really needs help. You cannot beat up on a person who is this down and out, because then you end up looking like the villain.
I just wanted to tell you that I'm leaving. I came to Walmart and I met this trucker guy, and he going that way, so I'm gonna go to Tennessee. I see how like you trying to line me up. I thought you was gonna help me. What you mean line you up? Like trying to say like I'm scamming or you don't believe me. Hold on. I didn't say that you're scamming. I said I can't believe you because I don't know what to believe. I have no idea. Like you're calling me right now telling me that you're about to get in a truck with a random stranger that you don't know that could do anything to you. I don't know what I'm just trying to get a way out. I'm just trying to get a way out of here. Like I just don't want to sit around no more. And I thought maybe, I could get help behind the scenes or whatever, but now that you live, I'm just trying to find my way. And I do love my kids, but I have to get myself together.
So apparently she heard the whole conversation because she's running it down verbatim to him. So instead of her trying to get her act together, she is listening to his live. Something is not right here. If she's a grown 40-year-old woman, she's going to be 40 this month, the 21st, she said. If she wants to go to Tennessee, she don't have to call him. He's not her father. He's not kin to her. What does he have to do anything to do? We don't have nothing to do with it. So why she keep calling him like if she's a child and she needs some type of moral support or for him to bankroll her move? It's ridiculous. Go on about your way, TJ. God bless you. Don't let the door or the sunlight hit you.
You said I didn't mention that. I said you didn't, and your actions don't show that. Love is not just words, it's action as well. That's all I'm saying. But I'm not over here coming at you like when you're the place you're in right now, I don't agree with. So I'm not literally going to beat you while you're down. Like I could have literally drug you this whole life. I didn't. I just came to talk to my audience. I'm not a liar. I tell my audience the truth. And just like when you called, I'm live. Like I can call you later.
So here's the thing. If she don't like what he's going to say, why keep calling him? If she expects him to be in agreement with her, she's calling the wrong person. He's just being courteous and cordial because he knows she's in a dark place. And you don't kick a person when they're already down. So he's trying to be as patient as possible, not to ruffle too many of her feathers that are already ruffled because she had a rough night apparently. So instead of her saying, look, I'm just going to forget about these YouTubers, they ain't got my best interest at heart, she's going to call this man again to harass him. For what? If you want to get on a truck with a perfect stranger that you just met at Walmart who is going to Tennessee your way, like if it's hitchhiking down the road, then go ahead. You're a grown woman. You're free to do whatever the hell you want to do. You tell everybody that all the time. Why you keep bothering this young man? I don't understand. Make it make sense to me, folks. Drop it in the comment section.
We don't have to talk live. I could have called you while I was live. So nobody's trying to line you up. I'm just telling my audience the truth. That's it. I don't know what to believe. I don't know what to believe. All right, Sean. All right, well, I really hope you don't get in the car with a stranger. Well, I'm just really ready to get out of Dallas. So, I don't know. Like, I'm just trying to figure it out, so I gotta go.
So at this point, what I really think, folks, is she's trying to put his guilt trip on him. She's going to try to guilt him into sending her the money that she needs, right? She haven't negotiated how much she needs. All he wanted her to do was contact the people, and then he would see what he can do. And I suspect that meant buying her a bus ticket, just to get her away from Jaguar. Because remember, he's the mover. He moves people around. But guess what? He can't trust her. Because she might be laying up right on the Jaguar right now and telling him a pack of lies. So he don't know what to trust, what's coming out of her mouth, what to trust, what words to trust. So he is just taking a hands-off approach and watching it play out. Doesn't this remind you of the boy who cried wolf? Cried, the wolf is going to get me, the wolf. Every day the wolf. When the wolf finally came around, because he'd been lying all along, and people got tired of him lying. So when the wolf finally came around on Ellie's little behind, people were not believing him, and so he got eaten up by the wolf. Same thing with TJ. She been crying that she needs money for this, money for that, she and that Jaguar. And now she really needs the money. There ain't nobody there to bail her out because she been crying and lying. So I'm thinking that's her angle right now. All the doors have closed. She's come to the end of her scamming ways. She can't get nothing out of him. So now she's going to pull the last card. And the last card is, well, I don't know what else to do. Because he said, I hope you don't get on that bus. When she heard that, she says, oh, he really cares about me. What happens to me? So now I'm going to just throw myself at his mercy. Well, I don't know what else to do.
Well, be safe. If you want to give me a call, I'm here.
So I think he did not give her the right answer because he said, oh, well, be safe. If you want to give me a call, I'm here. I said, you didn't see that one coming. You thought he was going to say, well, I'm going to send you the money. Don't get on that truck. All he did was say, well, be safe. I said, damn, girl, you're on your own. You're on the trucker. You thought you had him. You said check. And he said, not so fast. Checkmate. I hope you make it to Tennessee. But I wouldn't advise it. I don't advise nobody out there to hitch no ride by truck, by car, by boat, by canoe. You do not get into no moving vehicle standing to with a stranger, okay? Because it might be a Jeffrey Dahmer you're dealing with. Then what you going to do? So that's where it ended. She says, okay, Sean, bye. Look, this man don't know you from Adam. He's only involved in this story because he's reporting on it. You and your kids and Jaguar and the whole mess. And because he was throwing money your way and Jaguar's way, you figure, oh, he's the money tree. You can shake him anytime you get ready. But nah, he told you, well, girl, I don't know what you're going to do. What you going to do, bad girl? What you going to do, girl? So we're going to see tomorrow morning if she ends up in Tennessee. Because she got a lot of tricks. This woman is a big actress, okay? I seen how she used to cry with Jaguar and carry on. Even Jaguar said, stop the acting. So I know she's a good actress. She went into the wrong line of work. And all that came from her heroin days when she used to act, okay? To get her fix and cry and sob and have her way with her family and people around her. Now she's doing the same thing with this Cash App and trying to get money out of people. People got wise. They're not sending the Cash Apps anymore as much. A couple of dollars, but it's not enough to pay for no hotel stay. So what she's going to do is fall back now on SDW, who she knows got a, he's not going to want to see anything happen to her. He don't want nothing to do with her, but yet he don't want nothing to happen to her. He don't want nothing to do with her and Jaguar. So they keep calling him and he keep letting them down slowly and softly. When you're in a lion's mouth, you got to ease your hand out. When your hand is in a lion's mouth, well, that's what he keeps doing day in and day out with these women. And they're not getting the picture. They're not getting the message that he don't call me. That's the message. Don't call. Don't text. Don't even fly a kite and put a message on the end of the kite. No message in the bottle. Not even that. Okay? No comunicación. Well, you speak Spanish? Sin comunicación. That's how you'd say it in Spanish. So in any language, don't call. Oh, you say you speak French? And you need to hear it in French? Well, here it goes. Va nous communication. Listen here, guys. You Spanish and French folks out there, don't be dropping nothing in my box. I tried. I don't know how to speak those languages. Your girl tried. Tried my best. What you want from me? Carib gold, all gold. That's not how you say it in French. Oh, no, 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 no. Oui, no, no, no. Oh, Spanish. Now here comes the Spanish folks after me now. Oh, you don't say that. No Espanol. Oh, you don't Espanol. You don't speak Espanol. No, I do not speak Spanish. So stop it. Don't come after me. I don't know how to speak it. And you French folks, no, we do not know how to speak it over here. No, we don't. Look it up. No communication in French. The man don't want nothing to do with you two hooligans. They're two hooligans. They're two vagabonds. And they still keep coming. Coming for more punishment. He got tired of telling them off. Because, folks, there's something about the human nature. When you get tired of telling people off and you see that it's not going to help them because they have no pride, you just feel so sorry for them that they're prideless. And so with all the telling off that you've been doing, they're not getting the message. You pretty much feel sorry for them after a while and say, you know what, I'm not going to tell her off this time. I'm just going to ease her down slowly and say, girl, I don't know what you're going to do. Because before he would have cussed her out. But no, not this time around. Because he realized this is a woman in trouble. She really needs help. And he's not going to contribute to her downfall by cussing her out further. So if she decides to do something to herself, he don't want that on his hand, on his conscience. So I noticed he's been letting her down slowly for the past couple of days instead of cussing her out like he did 3 or 4 days ago. But I know a few people who look at this show, the TJ show and the Jaguar show and the Naisha show. And these people commented and they said, we just saw TJ telling SDW that she was going to get in a truck with a total stranger. And all of those people agreed. I don't know if they were talking among themselves, but we all know each other. And they said she was going to get on the truck and do the unmentionable. You guys fill in the blank. Whatever the unmentionable is, she was going to do to get her money to go pay for that hotel room for the night or head on down there to Tennessee. Well, we're going to see in the morning if she's still in Dallas or if she is in Tennessee or on her way to someplace else or back with Jaguar. Because with TJ, you don't know what you're going to get from day to day. Because you don't know if she's going or coming. If she in or out, she's like a revolving door. Anyway, guys, hit the like bell. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so as yet. That's my commentary. What's yours? Drop it in the comment section. I'd love to know. I'm going to see you all in the next one. Thank you for watching.